would you come on down? Sit yourself beside me on my humble ground. Oh, I'm gonna ask a question, and I need you to say you're gonna bring her back to me now by the end of the day. Please, please, gotta know right away, 'cause I can't spend another day. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Where my baby? Where my baby? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Where my baby? Does anybody know? Oh, does anybody know? Where my baby? Where my baby? Does anybody know? Lord, does anybody know? Where my baby? Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na.
All right, ready to go here.
Leading off the
Xavier
afternoon for
Edwards
Miami,
getting ready
the
to
second
hit.
baseman, number 9. Xavier Edwards.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
1 o'clock.
Line drive. Makes the catch. One down. Kyle Stowers now at the plate.
Kyle Stowers.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boo. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here in San Diego and just getting started. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's Mookie Betts. For as much as we talk about Mookie Betts' success at the plate, defensively, he's turned into a brilliant outfielder. He's won the Gold Glove 6 times in right field, and yet in 2025, he was a finalist at short, has room, and he makes the catch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting to start for Miami, Sandy Alcantara. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Pitch misses there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch swinging. Ball. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
In the dirt. Man at second. This one in the air, right field. Hernandez on the run towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul. 3-2 now. Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. On the ground. Jazz tosses to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. So now with 1 away and a man at second, Jackson Merrill digs in now. On the ground, right side. Conine takes it himself. That's out number 2. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Eugenio Suarez.
And that's a little bit high. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. See you later. He muscles that one out the opposite way. So 2 down. Luke Raley will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Good eye in that spot. Swings and misses, struck him out. New inning getting started. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And that skips in the dirt. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Got him. One gone here.
That is good. The catcher, Hunter.
So up next, Hunter Goodman. That one fouled off. Strike two. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Alec Burleson getting ready to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Out to short. That is the inning. Back here at Petco Park. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter.
Hey.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses, and now it's 3-2. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And caught on the warning track. Andrew Vaughn now.
The first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Fought off foul.
That's ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. That one missed. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a payoff pitch. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin. Tap foul at the plate. In the air, right field. Hernandez has a beat on it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in San Diego, and at the plate for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. There's the strike. Hernandez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 195 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Tatis really on his horse for it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. Here comes the 0-1. Just
off the plate,
missed.
ball 1. Ball, that's outside.
And he hits a ground ball right side. In time to Vaughn. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner on the goal. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over. As we go to the last of the third. Stepping in for San Diego, Otto Lopez.
Hey!
This one in the air center field. Edwards gets under it, and there's one down. Pete Crow Armstrong down. His dad, Matt, grew up a huge Cubs fan and passed that fandom along to PCA. When Pete was a young kid, he'd either have his dad take him out back to play baseball, or he'd put him in front of the TV and watch the Kerry Wood 20 strikeout game from 1998. One out man at first. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 0-2. Pitch out, but no action. The 1-2. That's inside. Now a quick throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Conine tags the runner for 1. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit, grounded out his first time up.
Merrill.
Nope, that's a ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. And he's safe at first. Laid the plate, not in time. He's safe. 3-0. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. He's already homered in this game.
Inside, ball 1.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Oh, a great flip. On the money. Nice play. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Ripped to short. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers, struck out swinging his first time.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Inside. Ball 1. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Swings through it for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mookie now. First
Ball,
pitch
that's it.
misses. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, way back there. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow! Bottom four, so digging in now for San Diego, Luke Raley. Alcantara back to work. And first offering is fouled off. This one in the air, center field. Dubon under it. That's a base hit. And he's into second with nobody out.
That pitch came off the bat really well in the center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
Man at second. Popped up. Edwards under it. And there's one away. Andrew Vaughn now at the plate.
The first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Ball.
The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
In the air out to center. Dubon on his way in. Pulls it in on the run. 2 away now. So digging in, Freddie Fermin. Flied to right his first time. And that one inside, and it hit him.
The batter, number 6, second baseman.
First and second, 2 outs. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Swings through that.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Hit on the ground to short. Betts there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Back here at Petco Park, here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. Outside low, ball 1. And it's fouled away. One now. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him looking. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the Marlins, the catcher,
Hunter Goodman, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 so far. Late on that fastball.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
That one is hammered right field. Way back there. Just missed it. So now the DH spot, Alec Burleson, grounded out to short in his first trip. That one lifted to left. And that is that. Back here in San Diego, up now the Padre leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Base knock center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Tatis at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a ground ball. Nice stop. The feed for one.
Out.
And two. What a play.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Jackson Merrill.
Base is empty after the double play. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And Eugenio Suarez with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now here is Eugenio Suarez up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Back here at Petco Park, and at the plate for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. Popped up. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
0-2 now. Got him swinging for the K. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Next to hit, Griffin Conant. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Nope, outside.
And a swing and a miss.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Next offering is outside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that's ball 4.
Up next for the Marlins.
Man at first, digging in, Mauricio Dubon. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
That's back-to-back singles for them. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And that is out of play. 2 on, 1 out. in there. Got him looking for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now it's going to be Kyle Stowers, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He's in there.
He was all over that one. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Here's Mookie now. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Steven Okert.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Swings through that one.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Base hit, 1 run is in. A second scores as well.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. To me, it's just a really controlled bat. Swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stay.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a forced play at any base. 2 outs. Bases full. Alec Burleson, the next up for the Marlins. Outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
That one not close. And that's ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Inside.
Just off the inside edge. And there's the automatic. Ground ball, left side. Slings it across, and that is that. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the inning.
Really important time for a shutdown inning. The last thing they want to do is give up the runs they just scored. Man, that'll steal the momentum. They're hoping to make quick work of this half inning.
Raley, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Makes the catch, 1 down.
The batter.
It's Xander Bogaerts now.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And a foul ball. Bogaerts swings through that one. Going to count 1 and 2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Takes it in for the out. Andrew Vaughn, the next up for the Padres.
The first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
On the ground to third. Chisholm slings to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Back here in San Diego, and now for the Marlins, Heriberto Hernandez. First pitch swinging. Up the middle, Lopez. To first, what a play. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins.
Griffin Conant.
That one the other way, pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Dubon at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Dives, and he can't hang on. No play. That's an infield single. Go ahead run on base. Xavier Edwards digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Bottom of the 7th, stepping in for San Diego, Freddie Fermin.
Now pitching for
New
Miami.
pitcher for the Marlins, David Bednar.
David Bednar.
And a swing and a miss there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Late with the swing there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a quick out, number 1. Otto Lopez getting ready to hit. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. Out towards left center. Stowers on his way over. And there are 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next up for the Padres. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double.
Crow Armstrong.
Two down, nobody on. Strike 2.
That was straight queso right there.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back here at Petco Park, we're at the top of the 8th. Kyle Stowers now at the plate. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mookie. Will make his way to the plate. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Anthony Bender. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. Fouled off, he was late. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Betts hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Misses the sweeper. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. And now 1 and 2. Got him swinging. 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Hey! Ball, that's inside.
Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 3.
Jackson Merrill at the dish now. If you look at his early accomplishments, most start by calling him the youngest player ever to do something.
Yeah, do you have an example?
Of course I do. Jackson Merrill is the youngest player all time with a multi-homer game, including a walk-off home run.
Now that's a good night at the yard.
The 0-1 late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Out to short, bats up with it in plenty of time to first. Now 2 out. Next for the Padres, Eugenio Suarez. He's already homered here in this one.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
The 1-0. On a line out towards center. And that's the inning. We go to the 9th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Hunter Goodman. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fought off foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Alec Burleson will hit next.
And an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Swings through that one for strike one. That's in there. And it's 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three. And up next for Miami, Griffin. He was late there, strike one.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
To second, but way too late, safe there. Man on second, 2 down. So now 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of his zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Fights it off, he'll see another.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bro Armstrong running hard to get it. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom half of the ninth, and we've got a tie ball game. Home side looking to walk it off. Stepping in for San Diego, Luke Raley.
Now pitching for
Edward
Miami,
Bizzardo taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. Well, you can't offer it that pitch in an 0-0 count. It's a strike, but not every strike is a good strike early in the count.
Swing and a miss. Ripped to right. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man.
Base open at first now. And here's the intentional walk. They might be trying to set up the double play with nobody.
Number 25, Thomas,
Thomas Sajazi swings through it for strike one. Gets under and pops it up, and that's foul. On the ground to third, and it's off the bag. Around third. In comes the winning run, and the Padres walk it off and win it 4-3.